is that thing?
I'm almost too frightened to look.
It's between us and the TARDIS. What do we do?
Run, Henry! Run! Quickly, along here!
Where will that take us?
Hopefully away from that thing!
Perhaps you should try and talk to it. Convince it we don't mean any harm.
I get the feeling it might be a difficult creature to persuade. As you can hear, it does have rather a limited vocabulary.
Where are you, Mr. Grant?
I'm still here, Captain Slan. It's just that there's rather a lot of steam coming off your lava bath.
Step into the light, mister. I wish to see, as well as hear, you fall.
I'd be only too delighted to do so, sir, but every time I move, the steam seems to follow me.
Vacate that cloud at once, or take the consequences of your insubordination.
That creature's gaining on us.
I once met a man at a party who had found himself in a position not dissimilar to our own. As I recall, this man at the party was an actor by the name of Rudolph Musk.
I must have looked great in lights.
Anyway, one day, while walking through a forest on the planet Beagle Minor, he was swallowed whole by a splay-footed hedron. As Rudolph was slowly sliding down the hedron's gullet, he thought he might spend his last remaining seconds reciting his favourite sonnet, Ode to a Flashist Mud Scavenger.
Oh, an inspired title. Almost brings tears to my ears.
That's precisely what it did to the hedron. Such was the mind-bending stiltedness of the performance, the mucus in the hedron's gullet evaporated. It was forced to regurgitate Rudolph. Just spread him out, quite unharmed. Quickly, down here. Who knows? We might get that lucky.
If that creature finds your story as indigestible as I did, I think he could be right.
This is a bad business, mister.
Awful, sir.
It's made me feel quite ill.
As a matter of fact, I'm not feeling too good myself.
You are unimportant, mister. I am the captain here. The one who is to be cosseted, reassured that you have everything under control.
I have, in as far as it's possible, sir. Such parties are still scouring the ducting for the missing crew members, but I fear whatever is down there has eaten them.
Find who is eating my crew members, Mr. Grant, and destroy them. Otherwise, the spores that are growing in my body may explode and infect the whole ship.
I'm sorry to disturb you boys mid-conference, but something very strange seems to be happening. Sorry about that.
Report.
Well, the thing is, I think a second being has appeared in the ducting.
Where did it come from?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so confused. All I can tell you is that she might be a Mygarian midget. No, I'm wrong. She's from Earth. Hey, how about that?
I'll have her brought to you at once, sir.
And quickly, mister. I'm rather partial to Earth women.
Can't go on. I'm finished.
No, you're not!
Save yourself, Doctor. I'm only slowing you down. Brilliant timing.
I very much hope the sudden closure of the bulkhead door did not cause you any undue alarm.
Oh, not at all. Although I find it interesting that you waited until now. We must have passed at least a dozen other bulkhead doors.
It's only significant if you find significance insignificant.
There's nothing I hate more than a cocky computer.
Do you think we were chased to this spot on purpose?
Well, I didn't until that door closed. Now, I'm beginning to wonder whether the time experiments that Tarlis locked onto weren't simply a lure to get me on board.
Oh, you're beginning to depress me again.
Oh, look on the bright side, Perry. At least we got away from that creature.
What else is lurking around here?
I am the individual. Are you listening to me?
Would that I had any choice. To be perfectly honest, I am growing rather tired of your waffling on in what you obviously think is a mysterious and ethereal voice. And while I'm in a scolding mood, why did you want me to lie to the captain?
You will be told as and when I am ready.
Then at least explain why you didn't want me to mention the other intruder.
He is a Time Lord. I need his skill to aid me with my experiments. While the captain is distracted with the Earth Woman, I shall drain all knowledge from the Time Lord's mind until I am ready to declare my presence. Everything aboard the ship must seem to be in order.
Is that supposed to be a joke? How can things seem to be normal when you have some hairy, flesh-eating monster tripping around the ducting? Now answer me that.
How you doing, Doctor?
Very badly. The covering on this door's opening mechanism must be bomb-proof.
At least that creature stopped scratching in the bulkhead. Probably found something else to chase. Or gone off to rethink its strategy.
You know, there was something familiar about him.
Hmm, really? You met him before?
Well, not him in particular, but his species. I think they were called the Mastodons. And if my memory serves me correctly, they were only found on the planet Centiminus Virgo.
Maybe it's the ship's pet.
That notion has one flaw, Perry. Centiminus Virgo was destroyed over 1 million years ago.
Computer?
Nice to hear from you again, Mr. Grant.
How close is the search party to the female intruder?
Approximately 15 more minutes.
Can you divert them? Head them away from the female?
You mean deliberately mislead them?
Yeah. My standing with the captain isn't very high at the moment. It could help me enormously if I were to personally make the arrest.
You realize you're asking me to lie?
Oh, simply to make a mistake in your directions. If you do this thing for me, I'll reprogram your voice to whatever you want.
Is that a promise?
Cross my heart.
Did you hear that?
I did. But you must not cooperate with him.
Oh, it's just that I would so like to lose this stupid voice.
Slan is only interested in the woman for the purpose of indulging his fantasy. But if Grant gets to her first, he might ask her some very awkward questions.
She could tell him about the Time Lord?
Precisely.
What should I do?
Use your initiative.
Open! Open!
Sesame.
What?
Supposed to be a joke.
Your flippancy isn't helping matters, Perry.
Understood. I'll see if I can find something to use as a lever.
Excellent. Why didn't I think of that?
Very spooky over here.
Be careful.
I think I'd find it very difficult to be casual at this particular moment.
Perry?
Please stand clear. For security reasons, it is necessary to close the remaining bulkhead doors on this level. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
No! Open this door!
I can't do that.
I'm concerned about my friend. She may have been hurt.
Sensors indicate that your friend has fallen into an open ventilator shaft.
Is she hurt?
How would you feel if you had just fallen 12 meters?
No! Perry!